Hello everyone, my name is Harsh Masne. My SAP ID is 600011980004. Today I am going to present my 8th DLSE practical, that is application of precious diode with op-amp. In this, this I am going to, here to design this applications of precious diode, I am going to use LT-Spice software. So first application is half wave rectifier. So to convert the ideal diode into the precious diode, we connect the diode into the feedback loop of the op-amp. So the cut-in voltage of this circuit is equal to the open loop gain of the op-amp divided by the breakdown voltage of the diode. So here when the input signal is greater than this cut-in voltage, the positive cycle of the input, the diode D1 conducts and we get the circuit works as a voltage follower. And when there is a negative cycle or when the Vin is less than this cut-in voltage, the output of the op-amp is 0. So let's see this circuit on the LT-Spice. So this is my basic half wave rectifier. So here I am giving the input as a 6 volts, 0.6 volt peak to peak, and let's see the output. So let's simulate it. So here my Vin 0.6 volt peak to peak, and at output I get the half waves. So here in this way we can design the half wave rectifier. But in this basic half wave rectifier there are drawbacks. So as we seen, the op-amp, the operation amplifier is in high open loop gain, so the output gets saturated. So if the input again becomes positive, so the op-amp has to get out of the saturated stage when the negative cycles come. So this changes generate some ringing and takes some time to come out from the saturation. So it greatly reduces the frequency response of the circuit. So I have taken the screenshots, so we will see the frequency response of it. So here at 500 Hertz we can see the waveforms. So at 50 Hertz, at 500 Hertz we can see. So as we go on increasing the frequency, you will see the distortions at the output. So at 5 kilohertz you can see this, there's a distortion, and when we increase more and more the frequency at 20 kilohertz, we can see the output is 0. So to eliminate this, we design a modified half wave rectifier. So this is our circuit. So this is our modified half wave rectifier. So in this the input, when the input is greater than 0, or when the positive cycle comes, the diode D1 is off and diode D2 is on. So because other end of the RF is connected to the virtual ground, there is no current through the RF, so the output is 0. And when the input is less than 0, the negative half cycle, the diode D1 is on and D2 is off. So the output is like the amplification of RF by R1. So at output we get the positive cycle as it is in the inverting fashion. So let's see this circuit on the LT-Spice. So this is my modified half wave rectifier. So similarly I am giving the 0.6 peak to peak voltage. So now let's simulate it. This is my input, and at output I get the same as the basic half wave rectifier. But in this there is an advantages. So op-amp never goes into the saturation, but the output must change by 2 diode voltage drop about 1.2 volts each time the signal crosses 0. As the slew rate of the operational amplifier and its frequency response will limit the high frequency performance, especially for low signal levels. So I have taken the outputs for the different frequencies. So let's show it. So here you can see the at 50 hertz, at 500 hertz. So as we go on increase the frequency, you can see there is no distortions at 5 kilohertz, and at 20 kilohertz you can see the output is the half wave rectification. So now we'll move to the next application of the precious diode, that is a full wave rectifier. So in full wave rectifier, there is two diodes. So both the op amps, so we use two op amps. So here both the op amps are working in the inverting configuration. So for positive half cycle, the output of the first op amp will be negative. So here diode D1 gets in the forward bias, and diode D2 gets into the reverse bias condition. So at and output we get the positive cycle. So when when for the negative half cycle of the input signal, the output of the first op amp will be positive. Hence the diode D1, here the D1 gets into the reverse bias, and the diode D2 goes into the forward bias respectively. So the output of the first op amp is directly connected to the non-inverting terminal of the second op amp. So now the circuit works, so the second op amp works as a non-inverting amplifier. Therefore the output of the full wave rectifier will be positive half cycle for the negative half cycle of the input signal also. So the full wave rectifier, we provide only the positive half cycles for both positive as well as at negative half cycle of the input signal. So let's see this circuit on the LT Spice, how it works. So this is my full wave rectifier. Similarly I am giving the 0.6 volt peak to peak. So now let's simulate it. So this is my input signal and this is my output. As you can see, full wave rectification at the output we get. So at the positive cycle we get the positive cycle, and also at negative cycle we get the positive cycle at the output. So in this fashion we can generate a full wave rectifier. So our another application is the clipper circuit. So the clipper circuit removes positive parts. So here the circuit is a positive clipper, so it will remove the positive parts of the input signal, which is followed by the rectifier diode and the op amp. So here the clipping level is determined by the reference voltage we provide. This here is the reference voltage we provide. So so here if the if the input signal is in the range of the Vref, the output will be provided, and if it goes out of the range, then there is a the circuit get cluttered. So during positive half cycle of the input, the diode D1 conducts until Vin is equal to Vref. So the diode D1 it closes the feedback loop, and the op amp operates as a voltage follower. So and when the Vin is greater than Vref, the diode D1 gets off, and it opens the feedback, and the op amp operates as a open loop. So here the output of the op amp goes 0. So thus the diode D1 is on for Vin less than Vref, and the diode D1 is off for Vin greater than Vref. So let's open the circuit on the LT Spice. Positive clipper. Okay, so this is my positive clipper. Similarly I am giving the 6 volts 0.6 volt peak to peak, and my Vref is 0.4 volts peak to peak. So let's see if the if the output gets clipped or not. So here is the input. So as you can see, I have taken Vref as minus 0.2. So I get only the minus 0.2 to minus 0.3 volt at the output, and other waveform get clipped. So similarly, if I make the Vref positive, so let's see. Okay, so now my Vref is positive. Now see the output. So as you can see, the from 0.2 volts to 0.3 volts, my positive wave is clipped, and at output I get only from the 0 to from this 0.2 volts to minus 0.3 volts. So in this fashion, we can also generate a negative clipper. So let's open the negative clipper. So in this negative clipper, there is no difference. Only we change the direction of the diode. So here we'll first go for the Vref for 0.2 plus 0.2 volts. So let's run this. So here the input signal, and see as the output we see. So here the negative cycle is clipped. Only I get the output from 0.2 volts to plus 0.3 volts. So now when I make Vref as a negative, so my output will be, let's run it. So here, so as you can see, oh yeah, there is no change. I think it's not okay. So now let's see, let it run. So here I have made the Vref as minus 0.2 volt. So let's now simulate it. So here is the input signal. So here as you can see, when I make the Vref as negative, so only the minus 0.2 volts to 0.3 volts get clipped at the negative part, and only I get the from plus 0.3 volts to minus 0.3 volts I get the output. So in this fashion, we can also use the precious diode to generate the positive and negative clipper. So this is the end of our experiment 8. So thanks for watching.